You ready to put a foot to it and get this game going. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So the Tulsa Golden Hurricane offense takes the field and they'll go on the attack first. And we've said many times a tight end is the quarterback's best friend, but the last time these two played together, you can make the argument it was even more than family. It was like that thing, there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother, David.
It was really impressive. I mean, they put up big numbers. It seemed to work every time he looked to the big fella, he delivered. So, elite 1-2 punch. Jesse, how do you slow that guy down?
I mean, you just got to pick your matchup poison, honestly. You can put a safety against him and try to take advantage of the speed, but he's not going to be big enough to match up physically. If you go linebacker, you're not fast enough. So mixing and matching the looks, I think, is the best chance this defense has.
And we kind of wondered coming into this game, did they want to run it up the middle? Do they want to run it near that big fella at defensive tackle? Because he's a grown man, makes plays all over the field. They try him early. I wonder if they'll keep trying it, because we haven't seen a lot of people week in and week out that has been able to block that big fella.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Still 3rd down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. He wants to change this route. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Gonna take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Cougars offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. Going to be interesting to see how they use him throughout this game, because this linebacking crew can be exploited. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. Running inside, it's Martin. Runs through the tackle. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
Defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. He'll try to get to the marker himself. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. BYU coming to the line with 1st and 10. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Makes the grab. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down. Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. This quarterback part of their running game. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. The Cougars have this offense rolling. Wide receiver going in motion. Off play action on 1st down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Well, this defense looked pretty good last week. Of course, they had 2 sacks, and their coaching staff told us they really wanted to be able to build on that. Great news, they've already registered a sack here early in this game.
And the Cougars now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Well, a great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Got it, looking for the first down. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Nice job by the defense there on third and long, just sitting back and keeping everything in front of them. They give up an easy completion, but because they were able to rally and make the tackle, now they set up fourth.
And he can't quite get it down or out of bounds. It's into the end zone for a touchback. The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Looking for a man. It's Hayes. Under fire. Took a shot as he threw. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Man, I don't know if you want that guy outside the pocket very often because he's so fast and he can do some damage, but they did a nice job containing him. Once he left the pocket, they were ready for it. Came to him. He tried to throw the football. Nice hit on the quarterback as he's throwing to force a bad pass.
Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Well, this tight end's really good at finding soft spots and zones. It's not just working over the middle of the field either, but also on the perimeter of the field. And that time, as soon as he releases off the ball, he knows there's no one following me, running with me. This must be zone coverage. Where can I post up and make this easy for my quarterback? He finds that spot. It's a nice game by the offense.
Early in the game, as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
There's some room. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back.
Oh, he's got some space. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Firing to the right, complete. There to make the stop, but he is a weapon out of the backfield in the short passing game, and they've got a first down.
Hey, man, I played with Tiki Barber and the Giants, Frank Gore and the 49ers, LaDainian Tomlinson in the Senior Bowl. These guys wanted to catch passes in our offense. Even though they knew sometimes they were the 3rd or 4th read in the progression, they were hoping I was going to throw them a football. And it is so nice as a quarterback to know that you've got running backs like that that want to be involved in the passing.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Dropping back, it's Hayes. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Phillips. Corralled and brought down by the defense. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll run it from the gun. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. On the run, fires downfield. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Pressure got to him, couldn't get rid of it, and they got him for a safety.
And that's exactly what you call complementary football. The punter doing a great job downing the opponent inside their own 5-yard line. Then the defense takes the field and they get the safety. You've got to love that if you're the head coach.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Scanning the field, it's Bachmeier. It's caught. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Heaves it deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. And the punt will go into the end zone, and the ball comes out to the 20 on the touchback. We've reached the break. BYU is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. First play of the period, 1st down here. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Quickly complete. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Working that left side now. Man, defender miss. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Might be calling a hot route. Fires to the wideout. And he needed a little bit wider field as that one falls out of bounds.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Dropping back, it's Hayes. Unloads to the wideout. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. In a perfect world, quarterback hits his last step, turns the ball loose, receiver comes out of the break, ball's there. That's not what happened there.
Because this isn't a perfect world. Because we're going to put a defender on you, mess up that timing where it's not easy breezy, just like you're throwing on air. So nice job by the defense disrupting the timing a little bit.
Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. They've gotten very little done on their first 3 possessions, hoping this one will be more productive. Pulls it in. It's Lions. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires to the big fella. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Working on the right. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield. It's Casper. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They believe they can run right here. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Bachmeier. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. BYU with the 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. They want to run this quarterback. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Red pass, it's complete. Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down and nothing doing there. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Trying play action. Oh, they're after him. Finds his big tight end. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. He splits the uprights. The lead now 5 here in the 2nd.
And this one started out kind of bizarre, haven't it? Like you got the defense that put 2 on the board. Now the special teams adds 3. All we need next is the defense to score. And wait a minute. Hey, guys, are we in Iowa?
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
And that'll be enough for the first down, a gain of 13 on the play, and the clock stops for the 2-minute timeout. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a man, it's Hayes. That's reeled in, ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Great job by the defense here, forcing the fumble on the wide receiver. Look, understand the ball came out quick. I got to break, get hats to the football, secure the tackle, try to get that football out. Nice turnover, nice hustle by this defense.
Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Cougars with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Maybe some room here. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Cougars! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Man, it's so nice to have an offense that can do so many different things and attack you different ways. When you run the option the normal way with a running back, the defense knows how to play it. But how about this? The receiver out wide, now a little confusion. QB takes advantage and punches it in for 6.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he finished off the drive with a 30-yard scoring scamper. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for the big return there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 28. Here comes the Golden Hurricane offense, ready to get this drive underway. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut it to a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half. Because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
To throw, it's Alford. Steps away. Enough to get a rhythm off the bench, and the first one is incomplete.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll send the back in motion. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Wide open downfield. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
You just wonder now, is that the play that's finally going to wake this offense up? They've been sluggish throughout the entire first half, but could that be the thing that finally just gives them a little bit of a jolt and leads them to scoring some points here before this half is over?
Looking to throw on first down. Might be looking to run. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And it's an ancient proverb for a reason, right? Know thyself. And what he does best is hang in the pocket and throw strikes and attack the field. It's not really running. And you can see he takes off and the defense closes in fast. And the most important thing happens for the defense. They hit him, they get the ball out, and they force the turnover.
And that was the perfect play call, throwing the slant against the blitz. There's one less guy in coverage because they're bringing an extra guy after the quarterback. So QB gets it out quickly, throws it out in front of his target. He's able to catch it, and not just that, he's able to advance it for an explosive play.
It's 1st and 10 from the 13. Looking downfield, it's Bachmeier. Takes the easy completion, and he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it through the air. Unleashes to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. And he's made one already, and this one ought to be cake from 21 yards out. Just drives it between the uprights. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll start this drive going to the air. With the catch, it's Jones. Timeout taken by the offense as their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Making side adjustments here. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Unloads to the wideout. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
To the air, it's Hayes. A little release to the back. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
You know, as a receiver, it's so critical and important to know where the sticks are. He was able to modify his route so he knew as soon as he caught it, he was just going to have enough to keep this drive alive.
Tulsa comes to the line with a 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air. Throws to the wideout. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Bought a little time, lets it go. Intercepted. A 1st half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And this offense just can't get out of their own way. 3 possessions, 3 turnovers. Jesse, you have to take better care of the football. They're turning this thing over like they're a non-profit.
Yeah, this thing goes back to football 101 now. 5 points of pressure. Everybody who touches the football. Forget about X's and O's in schemes and personnel groupings. You just have to do the fundamental things correctly, and it is killing them in this game.
And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. They get the timeout called here and probably just enough time for 1 more snap to put up points before the half. Absolutely perfect. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Fellas, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with Texas Tech taking on the number 16 team, the Houston Cougars.
Ready to go here in the 2nd half, and Tulsa will kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. What do they talk about at halftime, Holly?
Checking in with the BYU head coach at the half. They are going to continue to feed their wide receiver. This is a transfer they brought in for a moment just like this, and he has continued to perform. He got off to one of his best games of the year last week.
And the pass down the left side, diving, caught!
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. The number one job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. And that punt will make its way into the end zone, and they'll put it in play from their own 20. Tulsa will start this drive. The offense looks ready to go. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a nonprofit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy, you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
And obviously trailing in this football game now in the second half, this is exactly what they talked about at halftime. We've got to create some explosive.
There's a crease. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Offense in a bunch formation. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
To the air, it's Hayes. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Unloads it left. Got his man. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Hurricane.
And finally, guys, we've been talking about this offense. When are they going to get it going? When are they going to have that spark? They make the play. They finally get on the board. Now, can they keep the momentum going? Can they play complementary football? Can the defense get a few stops and the offense keep this up?
Fielded in the end zone, it's Bachmeier. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. And after that last score, this is just a 2-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. Give to the back. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Makes the catch. It's Bachmeier. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Back to pass, it's Bachmeier. Caught near the sticks, it's Casper. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking to the big tight end. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down. The Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. Just keep slinging it. With the catch, it's Bachmeier. He'll be knocked out of bounds at the 29. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Pulls it on the option. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? Finding open areas. And he gets it right on the cusp, maybe a few pebbles short of a first down on that football. I see the closed fist from the ref. It'll be 4th down. They'll unleash the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Back has it. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
And there is no greater friend to a quarterback and to a coach late in the football game when you have the lead and you can pound the rock. Offensive linemen can pave holes, like running back now runs through them, successful, move the ball, and most importantly, that clock can tick. But the physical ground game late in the game, that's how you finish opponents off.
Looking to throw, it's Bachmeier. Fires into the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Cougars! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And with this long drive, man, they're just showing you what they've been showing you throughout this football game. They can get it done. They can score points. And now, getting later in the football game, getting up by 3 possessions, the pressure is really on.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. On the run from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. Wants to throw on 1st down. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the 3rd quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive. They've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with him. And, yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
This offense was just hoping for one big play. They finally got it. They're trailing big in this game, and they needed that pitch and catch to put them on the doorstep to make this a game again. Give them credit. They never lost their confidence. They never stopped being aggressive, and finally, two guys hook up. Massive play for the offense.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Tulsa wasting no time.
Oftentimes when offenses get a first down, that's when they like to speed up the tempo, and you're seeing them now go hurry up.
Looking downfield, it's Hayes. Showing the arm strength to the left. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to fire on second down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. After swapping into the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Fires to the right. He's got it. He won't get there. It'll bring up fourth down.
And when you start to develop a feel as a tight end that you can feel the zones and the holes, man, you start to become unstoppable. Nice job. QB on the same page, sees his tight end break towards the sidelines, finds the hole in the zone, delivers a strike. Nice completion, nice communication there without saying a word.
Right on the money. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. Tulsa picked up that last first down through the air. Let's see if they go right back to it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Might be changing the route. Wants to throw again. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
He's got his man. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Tulsa wasting no time. To the air, it's Hayes. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Got it behind the line. It's Jones. And they'll knock him down.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
Here's the pressure. Big fella moving. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost.
And after getting that completion, they've now set up 4th and goal. This is a play they need to make. It's the 4th quarter. They're down a couple of possessions. You have to come up with a touchdown here. You need to dial up your best play possible.
A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on 4th and goal. Going for 6. Touchdown, Tulsa! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
That is why timing is so important in the passing game. That is a critical 4th down. Down near the goal line, everything's going to happen quickly. It's got to be a great route. The quarterback has to get rid of it on time and make an accurate throw. 2 dudes on the exact same page coming up with a massive touchdown down near the goal line on 4th down.
And he's going to bring this one out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So the BYU offense comes out to go on the attack. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away.
You know, as a quarterback, when you're doing this zone read play, you got to read that defensive end. And if he crashes down hard inside to take the running back away, right away you know now you're keeping the football. Nice job by the quarterback.
It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Looking to throw, it's Bachmeier. Got it set up on the outside. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. They have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Hunt is on its way. Wants to return it. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. He might want another play. Oh, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Concentration is key. Have to know the snap count. The false start backs him up. It's 1st and 15. Fires to the middle. The short hands. It's Wells. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. To the air on 1st down. Scrambling away. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. The hurry up now. 2nd down. Clock ticking. Back to pass. It's Hayes. Unloads to the wideout. Caught. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Hurricane. Obvious thinking here. Get the 2-point conversion now, and all you'll need is a field goal to tie. Makes the grab. He's in there for the 2-point conversion, and now they're within a field goal.
That was big time. To get this to a 3-point game, a field goal game, where I don't have to take it all the way to the end zone with time running down. Defense has got to get me a stop, get me the football back. I got life, baby.
They've got a first down here. Want to start its bend to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. The option, the keeper, turning it on. Oh, he ruins the big gainer with a fumble. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. BYU will try to use every second on this clock. Motion from the back. Looking downfield on first down. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked.
That's a play the quarterback just has to get his feet set and then step into his throw. That's a big target he's throwing to. He shouldn't miss that pass, but he did because he was throwing off his back leg.
The give from the gun. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Gets the back moving. Back to throw. It's Bachmeier. Myers on the move. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. Here comes the Golden Hurricane offense, ready to get this drive underway. They cut into this lead the last time they had it, and now here in the fourth, a chance to move on top with a score. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Here comes the heat. He's going to run it. Complete to the left. He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the officials see something to bring it back? Some penalties hurt a little bit more or a lot more than other ones. That one wipes out a huge game. So that'll cost them a down, second and long after the illegal forward pass. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down. Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. Quarterback making checks. On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Timeout called by the defense, and the clock is stopped with 18 seconds left. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. You know, there's no real reason to panic, but if you think about it, when does panicking ever really help? But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.
And you can look at a lot of different statistics, and I know we tend to overcomplicate college football these days, but guys, at the end of the day, it comes down to two very simple things. You can't turn the ball over, and you can't have penalties. You do those things.